Unbelievable! Morning!
Hello, good evening, and welcome to this Daystar Voyage with your host and Lieutenant, the cosplaying queen, hostess with the mostest, Miss Kyoko Cane. Yes, the melanin siren herself and the anomaly queen, where we discuss topics, be it for ranting, unscripted or scripted, or heavy discussions about animation, family entertainment from nostalgia, and from past, present, and future animated works on this very channel. And I am so glad to be able to get to do this brand new video because I was supposed to post this one around previously October, but unfortunately couldn't get to it due to like my new job and also getting a sore throat and sickness. But I'm so glad from old to new viewers you get the chance to be able to just subscribe to my channel and support because I have great stuff coming about when I reach that 100 subscriber goal. And since the holidays are coming up and also it's November, there are so many great like treats and pretty much giving to do during like my channel. And also I hope everyone out there treat yourself out there for all your family and make sure to get their gifts wrapped and whatnot. But yes, about that anyway, just want to let you know there's so many things going on in my channel that's coming soon since like it is Disney's December coming up soon, and also Nick November coming up right now. And I'm going to try to get to those two topic discussions when I get the chance to edit the rest of my future videos, which I have great future plans coming aboard soon enough on the Daystar Voyage. Yes, I'm so happy. But anyway, now we got the introduction out of the way. I have been pretty much wanting to get this one off my shoulder to be how because this one's going to be very transparent of what shaped me today as the beautiful person that I am. And basically, this is going to be talking about one of my favorite 2010s video game character because I'm an avid video game junkie when it comes down to it. I'm a lover of everything like electronic and passionate about any type of artistry. Anyway, Miss Bayonetta, the female icon herself, in this video on a thumbnail called She Is Why I Am a Queen on a title description down below. Yes, I swear, this female character has pretty much shaped me into the person that I am due to her glamour, her bewitching beauty, and also her dangerous assortment of weaponry used to like punish evil beings, be it from demons and angels alike, or fallen ones for that matter. And I'm so glad to be able to just like venture onto this because ever since I saw that magazine during my high school year and saw like the very pose where she sits on where she's sitting on the angel statue, instantly fell in love with this character like never before, and she has instantly shaped me to the person that who I am. Bayonetta has been one of the most talked about video game characters ever since the 2000s, and she has pretty much made a great personal impact towards the female and LGBT, etc. fandom, be it from this country or worldwide. Her influence, her beauty has spread amongst everybody to just better themselves, and we're going to talk about that right now. Despite its many controversies throughout the series and the franchise, and with Nintendo getting involved with that, but we're going to talk about something really different about why Bayonetta has made an impact towards me, and we're going to get started with the first segment of this video is the intro, the plot, and why it shaped me as a person, and how video games affected me. So let's go. Hop on board the Daystar Voyage, get some popcorn, I like to top it with a key, and come sit some tea with me. Let's go. Bayonetta, the series, got its first start during the year of 2009, October 29th, with its first released game called Bayonetta, which is evolved around a central character. Bayonetta takes place in a fictional city in Europe. The game stars as a protagonist character, of which is capable of shape-shifting and using various firearms. She possesses magical attacks and can use her hair to summon demons to dispatch her foes. Along with that, she comes with a really dangerous and beautiful artillery, along with her curves and her swerves that can be able to knock down pretty much villains and angels and demons along the way that she pretty much confronts during her path just to find her missing memory. And each time she collects the memory, also this intro in the video game itself during the first game, you see from her origins that she was conceived by both these two clans. One is called the Lumen Sages, which is pretty much just all male dominant male clan guided by the sun and angels, pretty much the enemies of the first game, and also guided by the sun and angels. And also, as you see from the opposite clan, which is the Umbra Witches, guardians of darkness and controllers of demons and dark magic as such, guarded by the moon. They pretty much are counterbalances towards balancing out the world, also too from the very intro described. And from those two clans, each one conceived a child, which was supposed to be a forbidden taboo amongst their clan, which brings like a pretty much bad influence and improper balance towards the world itself. And it throws everything off the scale because of that no boys or girls allowed type of scenario, if that makes sense too also. And forbidden love too. Which really comes to show you that love does conquers all once you pretty much find out like the tribulations that Soreza's mother, aka Bayonetta, goes through a lot. Once you find out Bayonetta's real name throughout the whole game, and pretty much how she was pretty much brought back into like finding out her own memories and who she truly is during the first game. I feel like it really does hit heartstrings towards like any type of gamer or fan when playing Bayonetta and replaying it like constantly. And for the story of it all and lore, you see like so many ramifications and repercussions that her Bayonetta's mother and father pretty much have went through ever since being isolated from their very clans themselves. And it really shows you that pretty much that Bayonetta has went through a lot so much during her childhood years, and I apologize for anyone spoiling some of the story about her origins. But when you play like her future games of Bayonetta Origins, the secret, no, Soreza's and the Lost Demon, you see so much of her like origins throughout the whole game and how she pretty much had to uplift herself and teach like the dark arts from like her secret mentor, which is saved for another video I'm going to be talking about once I finish Soreza and the Lost Demon. That's for another discussion. But during like Bayonetta 2 and 3, you see like so much of her growing up and becoming the person that who she truly is. It really just pulled the heartstrings of other fans and who were born without a family due to like the witch hunts coming about when the angels and also the Lumen Sages betrayed their own clan just to be able to preserve the world in light and bring about the almost the apocalypse of the whole dang society of Bayonetta and the world itself, because dark cannot last in the world without light and vice versa. Now that we be able to get that out of the way, the intro and everything else, I would like to talk about something that's been going on throughout the whole video game industry. I feel like there has become a major shift into pretty much how the physicality portrayal of certain video game characters have been pretty much been put out there and have been forced and just force-fed or hand-fisted down our throats because of the perception of beauty standards have been pretty much just mocked or just erased from our minds. Because back in the day when I was young, we used to have like so many great like video game characters, be it male or female characters that were either just good looking, had great storytelling, writing, and also a good biograph that pretty much didn't contribute towards like any sexuality for that matter, and just let the whole narrative and the pacing of the franchise or series, be it from video game or animation, take care of like the character itself. Let the authenticity shine without it being like force-fed or handed to us for that matter. And I do feel like that shift in gaming has pretty much taken a standpoint. Why I say this is because Bayonetta was one of those game characters and also series that pretty much showed that you could be able to show so much beauty within the character and gain so much inspiration from that aspect without having to go through like changing yourself physical or working out like too much to be able to just like draw inspiration from that character, except for work in your inner self, because that's what truly matters. It's basically like it's what's inside that counts, basically, if I'm articulating this well. And I really want people watching this video or listening out to make sure that you're better just to be yourself who you are and gain inspiration from this character, because it done so much for me for that matter, even though I don't see it as often and I pretty much downplay myself. But I do feel like video games has been a major shift into pretty much how we see beauty standards take a drastic shift in how we see the perception of beauty standards and also bastardization of certain pronouns and sexuality to be pushed towards like either of all ages without this thing called the DEI and woke agenda pretty much hand-fisting us certain sexualities and portrayals being hand-fisted and force-fed down our throats without it being like loss of authenticity, if that makes sense. And I hope I do articulate this very well, because this has been pretty much problematic nowadays, but I do feel like Bayonetta has pretty much saved the franchise of how pretty much feminine beauty and also the glamorization of pretty much beauty standards have become so positive and made such a landmark in like the gaming industry of how we just see ourselves personality wise, not like workout wise, into how pretty much we should be able to better ourselves and not be afraid of any obstacle that we face in like numerous challenges in life. I do feel like when you play Bayonetta, you feel like this type of person or this and gravitate to the character because of so much of the tribulations that she went through throughout Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3. When you see like the whole story connect into like its climax, you see like certain characters pretty much befriend her along the way that affect her on the journey, and also her rival named John also, who pretty much told her that she was the only person who could save the whole world and restore balance to like the whole universe for that matter. I do feel like when you actually go into depth in why Bayonetta does the things that she does, and also pretty much why she wants to be able to do this, is because, like I said from my previous part, is that she's finding her way in herself. And what you like listen to the music and the songs and her themes and such, you see like her growth throughout each series as it comes along. You see like so much of her growth pretty much is established and promotes like such a great positive uplifting like outlook into pretty much how she could be able to just like go through so much in her life of being this character that could just like prevail in the most disastrous apocalyptic events, but yet while finishing off her enemies off in style, whether it be from her just shopping on the Broadway Drive or just like going out in a blaze in like the most beautiful outfit that she ever worn. She has always found a way to be able to just uplift everyone, fans alike, be it from any type of sexuality or orientation for that matter, and just be able to just like slay with style. Yes. And that's why I feel like Bayonetta means so much to other people throughout. Now, in this video, I really did want to talk about the positive outlooks about Bayonetta, but I didn't want to go to like too much of the controversies of how pretty much this character and also the series made it like pretty much a great impact. And despite all the pretty much the backlash and bashing of the English voice actress for all the things that she done, I do feel like regardless of that, she did make Bayonetta and our childhood, be it from any other age, feel much more authentic to the character as such. Which I feel like I understand because like I understand people's frustrations, but it's just like she did make Bayonetta and she is the voice of Bayonetta regardless of that for that matter, whether we like it or not. And I heard and seen a lot of people did a lot of takes around her aspects and the many controversies of Bayonetta's character and the voice actress itself pretty much get slain constantly throughout 24/7. And I really do feel like I really want to talk about the positive aspects of the character itself and also the series and the franchise going on to like the fourth one. And it did say, and also did say that Hideki Kamiya, the creator, wanted to create 9 games if that comes to fruition, because I do feel like there's a lot of great blueprints and going back to the drawing board, pretty much how we can get a really successor towards the Bayonetta franchise if you really pitch to like Bayonetta 3's ending. I'm not going to try to spoil it for all the newcomers out there. So in this segment, the conclusion and final words I have to pretty much put into is that I do feel like Bayonetta has been through so much of a rough start, which has also been said and also diagnosed on another video topic that's been pretty much said and throughout YouTube by numerous content creators, which I'll put a very great informative video down below if you get the whole picture and story. I do feel like this is one of those genres and one of those series that pretty much rise from the ashes when it got pretty much was part of the PlayStation and Xbox lineup and then got imported and bought by Nintendo, which pretty much showed that there's certain companies that pretty much look out for the best interest of like a great foreign franchise that was pretty much basically like the underdog, and it pretty shows that Bayonetta has pretty much went through a lot due to like sales and also just marketing and just like commercialism. It shows that she's able to just like withstand all of that and just rise up like a phoenix like she is today. And it just comes to show that this is one of those franchises or series is made by pretty much gaming industry that she is just this beautiful yet flawed character that we like to see personality wise to be able to just like outrank a lot of great video game characters that pretty much made a staple point in the industry, and how we could be able to better ourselves no matter what we go through and what type of like scenario that pretty much life has pretty much hit us with, be it from life obstacles or just trying to just get by in real life and just trying to just be able to be who we truly are, just to live our authentic lives basically. And I feel like that's the one reason why pretty much part of the LGBT etc. fandom likes to be able to relate to this character and regulate themselves and gain inspiration from this character too also. And I'm so glad for it, and I'm just thankful for just Bayonetta, what it means so much to people, and including me, and also LGBT etc. Like I said, that includes everybody else for that matter. I'm not going to get down to the alphabet of that point, but yeah, and women too for that matter. I am so thankful to get this down to this video. Be it from unscripted or scripted or just me ranting on about this video, I'm so glad that anyone out there be able to just listen out towards me of what I want to get myself off my shoulders, basically contributing towards like why I became a drag queen and an artist itself, because of Bayonetta herself. And I really do hope people will take away from this video that you be able to just be authentically yourself, sassy, brave, have that pretty much positive bravado about yourself to be able to excel at any type of way, no matter what people tell you, and that you're free to just express yourself who you are. And as long as there's music, you keep on dancing to the beat of your own drum. So, having that being said, I hope everyone out there have a wonderful evening, enjoy yourselves, and have a great time on board the Daystar Voyage with the lieutenant and hostess, Miss Kyoko Cane. You have a good one, have a blessed good night or good day wherever you are out in the world. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next voyage. Thanks.